The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be Dallas going up against Albuquerque. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. We've got Duncan, Ginobili out there with Bryant. Then there's Bird, and it's Davis at the 4 slot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Nash. Nowitzki is out there with Finley. Then there's Van Exel. And it's LaFrentz in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Nash. Launches a 3. Bryant with the rebound. And so Bryant will bring it up for Albuquerque. Here's Ginobili, and it's slammed in by Ginobili.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Van Exel against Kobe. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Van Exel against Kobe. Nowitzki dishes to Van Exel. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. No good there. And Albuquerque the other way now. Here's Bird. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Nash. To the left side wing. Here's Nowitzki. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And Van Exel, a quick decision maker, especially when it comes to shredding the D with his passes. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Nash, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Nash outside. Teardrop shot, and the basket by Van Exel.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Well, they've come out the locker room his eye. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Kobe against Van Exel.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Bird, that's in there. Davis with the assist. Bird's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
Nash up on top. He's covered by Ginobili. Nowitzki, good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Ginobili. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Some changes for Albuquerque. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Duncan. McGrady comes in for Anthony Davis. And Thomas subbed in for Kobe. Here's Johnson. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Basket good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Dallas trails by 8. Ball's not loose. And here we go, Thomas heading to the hoop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Avery Johnson.
Pound for pound, the best in the league at drawing fouls. Isaiah lives at the line.
It's his first trip to the line. And Albuquerque making a change here. West is checked in.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Nowitzki outside. Back to Johnson. Rebound by Albuquerque. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. And Jerry West throws it down.
really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Griffin following the score by Albuquerque. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. And the Mavericks making a change here. Now Raj checked in. 1:12 left to play here in the first. Dallas moving the ball around. Nowitzki. That's blocked by Bird. And a slam dunk by Bird.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Bradley trying to break free, and he gets it back. Passes to Johnson. Poked away. It's stolen by McGrady. A finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he comes up with the deuce. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Albuquerque. They lead by 14.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For Albuquerque, they've been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Free throw good, McGrady. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Here's Johnson, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so is Albuquerque, out in front by 17. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Eduardo Nahara. Bradley is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Johnson, and it's Griffin in at the shooting guard.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Johnson against West. And it's Johnson penetrating. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
Both teams will make substitutions. Albuquerque leading by 18. Outside Bryant. Over Nowitzki. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Kobe's got his second basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Now here's Johnson. Offline from the top of the key.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Johnson surveying the floor. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Finley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Dallas calls timeout. Nash is checked in for Dallas. Duncan, he's checked in for Albuquerque. Ginobili comes in for West. Dallas trails by 21. And here is Van Exel. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Kobe. Here's McGrady, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Dirk Nowitzki did not like that.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Van Exel. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Finley. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
The Mavericks shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and Finley brings a lot of athleticism to that position, can throw it down as well as stroke it from deep.
Duncan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Dallas with it. Nash outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Dallas making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Michael Finley.
Oh, man, I love Davis's ability to read the floor. He's improving his ability to create for others.
And here are the Mavericks now. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. A nice shot by Nash.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
And so it's Dallas with it. Following the score by Albuquerque. Nash, the pass to Finley. Drops in the layup for 2. Finley's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
They get it back. Kobe kicks to Duncan. Here's McGrady. Knocks down the 3 ball.
This game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field for him.
Got a piece of it. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. The first one falls for them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Guys, some great passing from them.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively. Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's LaFrance. Following the score by Albuquerque. Pass to Griffin. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Ginobili against Nash. Clock at 4. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Shoots from the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Nash. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. On the wing, Williams. McGrady covering. Williams kicks it over to Nash. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 7 points in the game.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown. just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
Stolen by Ginobili. Pushing it up. Duncan gets a wide open look. And again, it's Albuquerque.
You got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not have to.
And so it's Albuquerque having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Davis. Ryan is out there with Ginobili. Then there's Duncan. And it's Bird in at the 3 spot. For Albuquerque, they've made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, when you're executing at this rate, you feel like no one can slow you down.
There's the pass to LaFrance. Van Exel against Duncan. Van Exel passes to LaFrance. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Great set play. Laying down the screen and setting up the easy chance.
Dallas shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And finish off by Bryant.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Kobe's gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 tonight. Nash against Ginobili. Passes it to Van Exel. Back to Nash. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
And so it's Dallas with it. Nash right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. For Dallas, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. Dallas making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Albuquerque making some changes. Dirk Nowitzki's checked in for Duncan. West comes in for Anthony Davis. And Thomas subbed in for Manu Ginobili.
Big things come in small packages. Thomas just contorting to finish through the foul.
Johnson, he's checked in for Nash. For Albuquerque, they've gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And stolen by Thomas. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Eduardo Najera checked in for Dallas. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
West against Johnson. To the middle. Here's Van Exel. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Bird. Oh, that was an impressive throw down. Woo!
You know, Bird never had that elite burst out of his stance, but what he does have is incredible instincts, just reads the defense and anticipates the drive.
Van Exel against Bird. Van Exel dishes to Nowitzki. Here's Johnson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Mavericks have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Dallas making a switch here. Williams is checked in, and Albuquerque also making a change. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Bryant. Here's Nowitzki, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Johnson against Thomas. Johnson outside. That's blocked by Bird. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Griffin's checked in for Eduardo Nahara. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 3. Johnson for 3. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Such a fantastic decision maker. Thomas, he's adept at making the right pass at the right time.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. 1:21 left in the third quarter. Thomas against Johnson. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And so Nowitzki nails both of them. Here's Thomas. 7 points in the game. Here's McGrady, and that one is hammered home.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Johnson attacking. Count the basket. Johnson's got 7.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
West passes to Nowitzki. Here's McGrady. But they'll get another chance. Bird kicks to Thomas. Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
An obsessive perfectionist. Bird's become one of the great passers this league has ever seen.
Thomas got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Johnson, and he banks in the layup. 9 points in the game so far. 20 seconds left in the third. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you see the initiative. Thomas making things happen with passes like that.
Johnson dishes to Griffin. Nowitzki's shot is no good. And here we go. Here's Bird. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got his 4th assist in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And so it's Albuquerque. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Bradley. Williams is out there with Smith. And it's LaFrance in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And it's Smith missing. And McGrady with a clear path to the hoop.
Gets behind the D on the break, and the passes, it's there waiting for him.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Smith with it. Down low, LaFrance makes it off the glass.
Nice pass. Putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
LaFrance has gone 2 of 3 from the field. To the inside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Now the Mavericks with it. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Smith drives in. Here's Bradley. Nice D from Duncan. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. Here's Antetokounmpo, up and in on the layup.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Pass to LaFrance. Shot on the wing. Rebound by Albuquerque. Duncan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Antetokounmpo finds Duncan. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bradley passes to Smith. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Duncan goes in, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Smith against Stockton. Smith the pass to LaFrance. Will it go? It's blocked. Here's Stockton. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
Stockton against Smith, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Eduardo Najera checked in for Williams. Joel Embiid is checked in for Albuquerque. Thomas comes in for John Stockton. Duncan, and the shot goes in.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. Six to shoot. Nowitzki finds Johnson. Floats one. Rejected by Ginobili. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
This is as high percentage of a shot as you can get for Embiid. He's a powerhouse of a player. He loves to dunk it.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Bradley passes to Johnson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Mavericks now. 4 on the shot clock. Najera, the pass to Johnson. Over Ginobili. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. There's a minute left in the game. Johnson against Ginobili. Johnson attacking. And the rejection by Embiid.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
Here's Brown. Pass to Naharov. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Duncan. And Albuquerque with the possession. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Here's Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. "16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Bradley. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Nowitzki. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All the officials are all over that one.
And the first one drops. And so Nowitzki nails both of them. McGrady outside. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton.
Yeah, you gotta love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.